Hello friends, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. My name is Sudha and welcome to day 2 of my 21 days English speaking challenge. Today in this video, I am going to talk about a very important topic. This topic is very common, but it has a deep meaning. I chose this topic because it is relevant in our daily life. So today's topic is self-care. Yes, in this video, I am going to talk about self-care and look at different kinds of self-care. So, first let me start by sharing my thoughts on this topic. Self-care means taking care of yourself. When you take care of your body, mind and emotions. It is also about giving time to yourself so that you can feel happy, healthy and calm. Self-care isn't about being selfish. In fact, self-care is when you take good care of yourself, you can take better care of your family and others too. Now I'm going to share different kinds of self-care. So number 1 is physical self-care. Physical self-care means when you take care of your body, when you work on yourself, when you eat healthy food, when you eat homemade food, you avoid junk food, fast food, when you take proper sleep, when you drink sufficient water, doing exercise, going for morning walk and evening walk. These are all about physical self-care. It is very important to keep your body healthy. You know friends, it happens when we eat junk food or fast food or sleep late night, don't move our body becomes tired and lazy. And when we take care of our body, when we eat home cooked food and drink sufficient water and do exercise, we feel happy and we feel happy and healthy, right? So these are some good habits which we should inculcate in our daily life. It is very important, it is very crucial for our body, for our healthy lifestyle. If we want to keep our body healthy, friends, so we should inculcate these good habits in our life. Second point is mental self-care. Mental self-care is about our mind and our feelings. You know friends, sometimes our mind needs rest. When we think too much, when we worry a lot, when we take too much stress, our mind becomes tired. So it is important to keep your mental health well. It is important to keep your mind calm and relaxed. Mental self-care includes taking break from your work, avoiding overthinking, staying away from negative people, and giving time yourself to relax. It is important, friends, to not thinking too much because when we think a lot, we get stressed. Our mind gets stressed. We cannot, think better. We cannot make better decision because our mind is full of in negative thinking. So always be positive, always have positive aspect and approach towards life. Don't think negatively. And sometimes it is important to take break from your work because in today's busy life, friends, everyone is busy and everyone is run after their goals and they forget their health, they forget their mental health, physical health. So sometimes it is important to take some break for yourself, for your growth, so that you can improve yourself, so that you can work on your mental health, your physical health, right? Third point is emotional self-care. Emotional self-care means understanding and accepting yourself and accepting your feelings. You know friends, it also happens when sometimes we get angry, we get disappointed, we feel sad. And that's totally normal. That's okay to have these emotions. We cannot ignore those things, and we shouldn't ignore these emotions. Emotional self care includes talking about your feelings, right? Expressing yourself fearlessly. And when we, talk about emotions, about our feelings with others whom you trusted, whom you rely on, believe me, you will feel calm. You will feel, stress free for a while. Even when we, share our emotions and feelings with our loved ones, we feel lighter, we feel calm, right? So share your feelings with your loved ones, share your feelings with your friends whom you can rely on, whom you can trust it. We don't have to ignore our emotions, just encounter those emotions which you are going through. It happens, we are a human being and we face many challenges, many adversities in our life. But if you don't, encounter your emotions, so you always feel tired, you will always feel stressed and overthink. That is why, instead of avoiding those emotions, just encounter those emotions, encounter those negativity, so that you can get overcome those feelings, those emotions. When we encounter these emotions and feelings, we become more confident, right? We become more stronger. That is why it is important to not ignore these emotions, just encounter those emotions fearlessly. Point number 4 is daily self-care habits. Self-care isn't about doing big things. When we inculcate some small habits, good habits in our life, it also matters a lot. Like having home cooked meal, eat healthy food, drink sufficient water, take proper sleep, and think positively, giving time to yourself for your growth. Have positive approach in yourself. These all are good habits which we should, inculcate in our life. So all I wanted to say in this video, friends, work on your mental health, physical health, and emotional health, because these are essential for our daily life. And these are very small habits which we can inculcate easily. Care helps us to live balanced and peaceful life. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will come up with a new topic. Till then, bye and take care.